Aloha. Hi,
Aloha.
David.
How are you, Jason?
You've been a regular practitioner doing yoga and doing other things to become self-aware, and I sensed a real balance in you. And when I saw you, I think the first thing that grabbed me was you were wearing a stick. And I said, what's that? That's an interesting garb. What is that?
This is a lomi lomi stick.
A lomi lomi stick.
I believe the Hawaiians and Japanese of old came up with this idea. It's made from guava wood and self-massage stick. It's a nice friend for contemplation and self-nurturing. And
How does it work, for example?
You just put it over your shoulder and
So you get where you want to loosen up some spots, huh?
yeah, rub the muscle, rub them warm, and then point in like shiatsu, and you can rub up the back and wring your arms.
You know what shiatsu is? Some of these people do. Shiatsu is a form of massage, yeah?
Yeah, Japanese
massage.
pressure point.
So you've incorporated a lot of things. Have you been doing yoga regularly all these years?
Yeah, I was initiated by a Grand Master from India, Muktananda, and for 25 years, pretty much every day I've been practicing yoga, chanting, meditation, and gone through quite an amazing process. The yoga that I'm from, the tradition I'm from, it's a Maha Yoga, or a great yoga, so it encompasses all the yogas. So there's Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there's 8. As far as I know, there's Hatha Yoga and all the different body yogas. There's Tantra Yoga, there's Kriya Yoga, Laya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, all these different yogas. So this Maha Yoga that I was initiated in, it's a full encompassing yoga. And you may gravitate towards certain things in the yoga, but it all kind of grabs you and takes you through this process. So it gives me, it's like honing this reservoir inside. Yoga is a yoking, or a unity, or a uniting, or a unicity, or a wholeness, or a holiness. It's a process of individual merging with universal, or a divining process, purification process. So this daily practice cultivates this reservoir, and it's like a hub, and then the spokes from the hub are like the avenues of your life, and then the wheel of this, mechanism, your life starts to move more fluidly. So it's polishing that hub, and then the spokes.
An energetic hub.
Yeah, but it covers everything. Like everything's related: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, subtle. So when you focus on something, it augments the others. So it really is full spectrum. It's a process that's positively transformed and rejuvenated this character, and has made every one of these spokes in my life, whether mechanics, auto body, commercial fishing, diving, organic gardening, crafting, drumming, dancing, whatever it is, it's made everything better. And it's given me this home base to come to. It's like this peace of God, or this kingdom within, or this inner prosperity, or inner gold that I always come back to, and that's my identification beyond everything else. So now I find myself as a mentor, as a holistic healing facilitator, as an educator, just as kind of an all-around, guide and facilitator. I use an ancient oracle to spiritual counsel, or practically counsel. I teach the oracle. Like the practice is a real multidimensional, holistic kind of thing. So you're accessing different realms, not just the third dimension, but other dimensions, and spirit masters and guides, and ascended masters, things like that. So the ancient oracle is a system of astrology, and it's one access point, out of a holistic array to receive information and guidance to facilitate someone in a passage, or in some kind of a healing. Or like, for example, there's this character Edgar Casey, and he was like this kind of dreamer. He went into trance state, or deep dream state, and he received information. And there's, you know, Akashic records, there's these ancient records, everything's recorded, and there are other dimensions, other realities, like archangels and things like that, that Jesus and the Essenes tapped into. They were called the Therapeutia, which therapeutic came from. So you're accessing different realms, and you know, you're open to these different channels. And if you have initiations in spirituality and you practice, you know, for many years, then these are your friends, these archangels, these spirit guides, they become your family. So you can access them and facilitate formulating and gleaning information that's not really yours. We're getting on the same page here. We're going through a process of evolution. We're going through growing pains. We're at a real time of transition right now. And we are all speaking the same language. It's just different dialects. My dialect would be, myself and characters like this that have gone through this process and have access like that are like divine synapses, where there's a dendrite and an axon, and then there's a synapse that bridges, you know, it's a bridge, heaven to earth or man to God or whatever. Synapse is that joining, that bridging, that catalyzing, and yeah, it's like when I was in contact with, when I was initiated by Muktananda when I was in my early 20s, my life started to change positively, and all through my life, you know, things got more sharp and more refined, and you know, I was an earnest practitioner, and I found that, you know, this whole process is like our divine inheritance. It is recognizing our own divinity, and then the divine in others and all things. And there's like many rivers, you know, from the mountain that flow into the ocean. You know, we're all rivers. We're all like drops that make up rivers that flow towards the sea. Some of us meet the sea, some of us merge into the sea. I had doubts and I veered away and all that, and I remember my teacher saying, you know, you don't need to go and dig a bunch of wells around there and never reach water. Just stick with one well here. You can get perspectives, you know, and augment your well, but, you know, be with this well. You don't need to go potpourri shopping and door-to-door collecting dust. And sure enough, spontaneous hatha yoga postures, spontaneous pranayama or breathing, visions, deep meditation where my heart would stop, my breathing would stop, amazing things, you know, all through many, many years. And I'm like, wow, this is like a butterfly in a cocoon, you know, something. I've culminated pearls from my teachers and from spirit guides, other dimensional, if you will, from nutritionalists, from body workers. I was licensed as a massage therapist 5 years ago. Just this whole process of gathering and refining and practicing. And so I've culminated all this just recently and have a preventive maintenance holistic healing program, educational program. It's like the pearls from all the masters. There's principles, and then you glean to, or you pan for gold, and you receive what you need and create your own formula. And I haven't met anyone yet that I've been with and then I've asked for angelic support that hasn't gone through a positive transformation and rejuvenation. And I think that's just the grace of God through these angels, through these masters that come. And their wish is, you know, that you become your own master, that you come into your balance and harmony and integration and, you know, self-love.